Five at five, three questions to start with. This was the original deadline for somebody saying late. Boss, it's 5 o'clock. Which watch are you following? The company has to be junked. Jinash Mehta. But on a more serious note, what is the status of the Lahore Stadium? Is it in a position to be handed over to the ICC? What is the status of the Karachi Stadium? What is the status of the Pindi Stadium? Question number one. Question number two. Bengal, pathetic, abominable, disgustingly poor defeat against Haryana. Devashish and Shumik will comment on that. Shubman Gill redeeming himself in Bangalore with 100, but his team collapses to a really poor defeat. Bharat will handle that one because he was there. Naman should be there on the show. Shopnil, if you are there, get Naman on the show if you can. By the way, Shubhayan will join us. He's interviewing Anshul Kamboj as we speak. Shubhayan will talk about the Bengal versus Haryana. And we will also talk about Mumbai versus JNK, where we had Naman Suri in Mumbai. JNK beating Mumbai and a very good win. Madhya Pradesh looking in complete control against Kerala at the moment. Let's start with the Ranji Trophy and then quickly go. And by the way, Shivam Dubey has been called in because in the third T20I against England, that is the other news that we can give you. Shomik, I will start with you. What is going on with Bengal? Absolutely pathetic. 85 all out against Haryana before I go to Devashish.
See, pathetic is the word, and not only on the field, even off the field. I mean, Bengal sort of lost 6 or 7 points at the start of the season against Bihar at Kalyani because the ground was not properly maintained, and I mean, before the match, and then the game was completely washed out because the outfield was not covered. So Bengal lost a clear 6 or 7 points there. That was poor from the administrative part in terms of ground maintaining the ground. Uh, as far as this game is concerned, I will cut them a little bit of slack in the sense they missed some key players, especially Abhimanyu Ishwaran, who suffered a hairline fracture in his index finger while playing a club game. And other than that, when even you are depending on Anushtup Majumdar to score big runs, right? So, which means that you don't have talent to fall back on, young talent to fall back on. I mean, uh, in the early 2000s, you got someone like Manoj Tiwari. After that, there was some steady flow of batsmen. But seriously, these players like Ritik Chatterjee, he has been playing for Bengal for so long. I mean, what is his contribution? Is it just that? I mean, it is basis on which club he plays for. That's the sole criterion for selection. What does it bring to the table? Someone like Ritik Chatterjee, for example, he has been I mean, he has been a specialist in failure, and he is not. I mean, there are too many bluffers in this Bengal team as far as I mean, especially in batting. I repeat, when you are relying on someone like Anushtup Majumdar, who is in the autumn of his career, this is going to happen.
Let me show me good point. Let me ask Devashish on similar lines. Devashish, I can understand that. Okay, exactly like Bombay. It is your home ground. Kalyani was your home ground. In the first innings, you scored 125. In the second innings, you scored 85. You have scored 210 combined in two innings of a cricket match, which you have decided your home ground. A team came and smashed you by 300 runs, Devashish. Your thoughts before I go to Bharat on the Punjab game.
I think Shomikda makes a very valid point. The team selection in Bengal cricket, we have to do away with the team selection with respect to the clubs the players play for. Until and unless this system is eradicated from the system, means we cannot get good. It's not that Bengal does not have talent. Means someone like Ankit Mukherjee, who made his debut in this match at the age of just 16 years. So that itself speaks volume that Bengal does have the talent, but it is that we are still relying on someone like Anushka Majumdar, who has carried the Bengal batting on his shoulders for last, even in this season also, if I'm not wrong. So I think a revamp is needed. Yes, much like the Indian test team and Bengal cricket, it's going through a transition phase because some senior cricketers, as Shomita said, someone like Manoj Tiwari or Riddhiman Saha, or for that matter, the bowling attack. At least we have some good bowlers coming up in the likes of Akashdeep and Mukesh Kumar, who are part of the Indian setup. But then serious concerns with respect to Bengal cricket. And this is not done. Means when was the last time Bengal played a Ranji Trophy final? So that itself tells the solid state of affairs in Bengal cricket. The women's team has done reasonably well, and we saw that in the recent event, the CB event. It's the senior men's team that has performed miserably.
Bharat, moving on from Bengal to Punjab, except Shubman Gill, nothing to write home about, but you watched Gill. Tell me a little bit. Once again, runs in the second innings, not the first. Very Shubman Gill, nothing changes. But in the second innings was a solo effort. Second half of the innings, like a ODI. First 50 of 120 odd balls, next 50 of 40 odd balls. Reasonably good 100 there from Shubman Gill, but Bharat Ramraj, your thoughts?
Yes, he took his time. Early on in his innings, all the three seamers, Abhilash Shetty, Prasidh Krishna, and Vasuki Kaushik, all three of them troubled rest of the batters as well. They were beating the bat. Then after he reached his 50 after the lunch break, yes, he again faced a few bumpers from Prasidh Krishna. He didn't exactly go for the pull when he was bowling, but then he took a step or two out of his crease and smashed Prasidh Krishna down the ground. And then also played the cut of Asuki Kaushik and finally reached his 100 with a hurdle back behind square on the onside. So it was a very good century in the sense that showed different gears. But again, as you said, it didn't prove anything different in the sense that again scored runs in the second innings, but his technique was good. He was looking to play differently against someone like Krishna as he was playing back and across against him. Only the last moment was not great in the sense that he was wrongly given out as LBW, threw his bat and went back to the dressing room. Something I guess I tweeted about it as well on Rev Sports. That was the only bad moment, I guess, of his innings. Otherwise, it was very good now.
The other news point, Jammu and Kashmir. Let me go to Shomik on that. Shomik, 190 wasn't a bad kind of challenge from Mumbai because of Shardul and Tanush Kotian. But Jammu and Kashmir, even when they had a kind of slump, that cluster of wickets around 150 or 60, but they managed to hold nerve, win against Mumbai second time after 2014-15. Huge win as far as J&K is concerned.
Very happy for Jammu and Kashmir, and it just shows the depth as far as domestic cricket is concerned. I mean, a Jammu Kashmir side can come to Bombay, can beat a star-studded Bombay Ranji team. I mean, look at the side Bombay have. I mean, from Rohit Sharma to Yashasvi Jaiswal, Ajinkya Rahane, Shreya Iyer, everybody. I mean, you name him. But given, I mean, taking out and their layer. This is excellent, and this is excellent news for Indian cricket. Also, they, this makes Bombay's position a bit jittery in terms of they are now third in the table. They will have to win their final game, which they will be given that it is against Meghalaya, but still they will have to depend on the other results to qualify. Uh, don't forget they are the defending champions, but I mean, and I won't say, I mean, the Bombay took it lightly because they never take a Ranji game, a first class game lightly. That is not part of Bombay cricket's DNA. It's a full credit, full credit to Jammu and Kashmir team. And but for Shardul Thakur's heroics, it would it been a humiliation for the defending champions.
So that's kind of the Ranji wrap, the first 10 or the 15 minutes. We are not going
But
into
if
the
I if
game.
I if I may if I may add one thing to that Jammu and Kashmir success, I think the credit should also be given to Ajay Sharma and Mithun Manhas. Means obviously it was a brilliant move from the part of Jammu and Kashmir Cricket Association to include these two stalwarts and help the Jammu and Kashmir cricketers develop. So and it has a thorough win, means deserving win, I would say, and the credit should also go to these two uh, ex cricketers.
Can I just add
Very well.
one small point on Jammu and Kashmir? Just give me 1 minute. They also have a very good seam attack. One shouldn't forget that Jammu and Kashmir, Nabi Nazir, Udvir Singh, Umran Malik, Wazim Bashir, the other guy Basit Bashir. So they have a lot of pace bowlers coming through the ranks. So they have I think, a formidable lineup. If you look at their pace attack, maybe their batters are not that good, but their pace attack is really good.
Agreed. Absolutely. Absolutely. And plenty of questions have already started to come. Anyone wants to quickly take it? Devashish, you want to quickly comment on the Pakistan West Indies match? If you followed, if you've not, then it's a different matter. But Bharat, whoever, anyone who has followed Pakistan versus West Indies, do you want to quickly talk about that match at all?
Yeah.
I was just looking at watching that video that is going viral. Noman Ali taking a hat trick, second spinner to to claim a hat trick in a test match for Pakistan. If I'm not wrong, is he the second cricketer from Pakistan to take a hat trick in test match cricket? Bharat,
Mr. Wazim Akram, yeah. Yes, yes.
but he's the first spinner. First
Yes,
spinner then.
Wazim Akram was the other one. Wazim Akram was the other one.
Yeah, but Pakistan 100 and West Indies 154, Pakistan 147 all out, or something like that, right?
Yeah, 154 all out. Both,
163, sorry, West Indies 163, Pakistan 154. So
yeah,
on home turf, 154 all out. They are doing exactly what India did against New Zealand. So 154 all out, 163 all out. So 9-run deficit in the first innings on the part of Pakistan. So good stuff. So that is one test match which is getting interesting. We will do a separate show for the build up for the T20 at 6:30. So that is why we are not going into the match specifics at the moment. Now let me go to Shomik Chakraborty. Shomik, what is the update? You and Devashish, two of my reporters, tell me what is going on in Lahore. Tell me what is going on in Karachi. What is going on in Pindi? What are the details? Are the fellows even close to ready? Because this was the original deadline. 25th of January was the original deadline. Whatever these Pakistani YouTubers say, this was the original deadline. How close are they? Are they even close to kind of finishing the stadium? Shomik, you go first.
As far as I will start with Pindi. Pindi is done. Pindi will be handed over to the ICC very soon. As regards Karachi, they are almost there. They are almost there, and Karachi will not be a problem. But the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore is a real mess in the sense I have been talking to my friends in Pakistan, people in Pakistan, and they gave a very neutral. They made a very neutral observation. The I mean, the vibe is that they are doing it at a breakneck speed, but a humongous amount of work still needs to be done. The job is only half done at Gaddafi Stadium, and nothing is going to happen before 5th of February, which we have been constantly maintaining. This morning, a press release from PCB landed on the inbox, and it sort of confirmed that Gaddafi will be hosting the first two matches of the upcoming Tri Series, and the uh, the teams can train at Gaddafi on 6th of February. It is clearly mentioned that I just read from the press release. Both Pakistan and New Zealand are scheduled to train at the Gaddafi Stadium on Thursday, 6th February, under lights, while South Africa's first outing at the historic venue will be on the morning of Sunday, 9 February. And once again, in that press release also, PCB has taken liberty with the truth. I mean, he said the Gaddafi Stadium capacity has been increased. That a new seating, new with new chairs installed, which is taking liberty with the truth, given that only half the capacity, it is not it is not completed. It is far from being completed as far as installations of chairs are concerned. So even in the press release, PCB has taken liberty with the truth. Gaddafi still is in real mess, and nothing is going to happen before 5th of February.
Shubhan also joins us. I will ask Shubhan a quick update how good Bengal was today, and then sort of go to Devashish. But Devashish, your question, think about it before I come to you. I'll ask Shubhan. Is Pakistan taking kind of advantage of the fact that Jai Shah is the head of the ICC? They know that they will blame anything on Jai, saying, "Arey, look, we are being victimized." Are they kind of taking unfair advantage now? They are making a mess of organization, but they know that because of Jai, there will be some leniency, and Indian is at the head of the ICC. They will say conspiracy theory, put pressure on Jai, and all of that. Is Pakistan trying to take advantage of that situation? But Shubhan Chakraborty, we started with Ranji Trophy. You covered the Bengal Haryana match. What the hell is going on with Bengal? Two innings, 210 runs, 85 all out in the second innings. And you spoke to the Haryana boys also. So your thoughts on that, and anything else that you can add from there.
Boryada, I keep on saying no one is beyond criticism, and today Bengal team deserve to be criticized in and out. I think this was the second lowest Ranji Trophy score. Their lowest was 76 in 2016 in Lali, but today was the second lowest Ranji Trophy score, and when we arrived here at after the lunch break during the mid second session, people were all the crowd, the handful of number of crowd who were here, they were expecting to come back tomorrow again. They no one thought that they would get bundled out today, but it was just watching a club cricket match where every batter is coming and everyone is throwing their wicket away. So that is where the disappointment was, and this is a new side. The main players are missing. Abhimanyu Ishwaran is not there. Shabaz is not there. But still, this is not a relatively inexperienced Bengal team. You have some of the big names. Anushtup Majumdar is playing. Riddhiman Saha is playing. You have Sudeep Gharami, who is a seasoned cricketer now. You have a Ritik Chatterjee who has been playing for ages for Bengal now. But no one. I won't blame that 15-year-old kid, Ankit Chatterjee. He was the one who is the only shining armor in this entire match for Bengal. Apart from that, be it a Mukesh Kumar, you expect a lot better for from someone who has just come from the Indian team to deliver. But he was also very mediocre. I spoke to Anshul Kamboj, I spoke to Nishant Sindhu after the match, and both emphasized on one point, that we were very consistent with our lines and lengths, and we kept on testing Bengal with the ball. But Bengal bowlers were very scattery with their line and lengths, and that is something which they have to correct immediately. This season is done for Bengal. They are out of the Ranji Trophy reckoning now. The match against Punjab is now a dead rubber. But again, a season of disappointments. Yes, we can say the main players are not missing, and even Lakshmi Ratan Shukla after the match said the same thing, that Mukesh Kumar was in Australia for 1.5 months. He was bowling. The natural length to bowl there is 6 meter, 8 meter length, the shorter lengths, and here what you require is to bowl full consistently, and that is where Mukesh's bowling is lacking right now. His system is still in Australia, but he's playing here in Kolkata. So that is what he has to adapt very quickly. But very poor performance batting wise. I think it was shambolic and deserved to be criticized. They are out now, and hopefully the CAB, the Bengal selectors will do some thinking, that some of the senior players who don't play club matches at all, they can't walk into the state team straight away. They can't walk into the state team straight away. They will have to score runs in club cricket, and then they will have to come and play for Bengal. If you're skipping club matches, then you don't deserve to play for Bengal, however test matches you have played.
Quickly, there's a BCCI news release. Nitish Reddy sustained a side strain. He will be missing all 5 games. He's going to the NCA Center of Excellence. Rinku Singh sustained a low back spasm while fielding. Rinku is missing the second and the third game. Senior selection committee has added Shivam Dubey and Ramandeep Singh to the squad. So that is the BCCI news release as far as the T20 series is concerned. So no Nitish Reddy all matches. No Rinku Singh today and the next match. Ramandeep Singh and Shivam Dubey added to the squad. That is, yes, Shomik, your quick reaction.
Two things I would like to mention here. One is about Bengal, and another is related to Pakistan. As regards to Bengal, when, as a state association, you are bringing back a couple of players who are done, who had migrated to other state and played Ranji Trophy for other states, then you are bringing them back. You are sending a wrong signal. Have you ever seen Bombay Cricket Association doing it? Take the case of Wasim Zafar. Nobody in this Bengal team is good enough to lace even Wasim Jafar's wood. But when he was done with Bombay, he migrated to Vidarbha and guided Vidarbha to the Ranji title. But did you see that the Bombay Cricket Association bringing him back to the fold? So when you are bringing back a couple of deadwood, you are sending a wrong signal. That is number one. As regards Pakistan, I just forgot to mention. I mean, I spoke to one of their former cricketers, and he sort of slammed the current management, saying that, see, Pakistan was given the Champions Trophy. Pakistan knew that they would be hosting the Champions Trophy for 4 years now. But this renovation war only picked up pace in August 2024. That did the real damage.
Shomik, regarding that Bengal team, you mentioned about the senior players coming back from other states. But take an example of Abhishek Porel. He's a rising star, plays in IPL, has all the limelight to him. He has to take these chances. Today he had Lakshmi Ratan Shukla had a 30-minute conversation with Abhishek Porel before he walked out to bat. And what he did the first ball, he just blindly he tried to drive the ball blindly, and two of those three stumps were sent flying. So if you are playing IPL, you have to leave. For example, a Shahbaz Ahmed, Bengal's crisis man, he was not here. So Abhishek Porel has to take that responsibility, and he can't just come out and flog every ball and be try to be the next Rishabh Pant. Rishabh
Temperament.
Pant's defense is solid.
100%. Rishabh Pant, as all of
Temperament,
us know, I
Shubham.
mean, if Rishabh Pant kind of knuckles down, he has a very strong defensive game as well. And Abhishek Porel, first innings, 17 ball 30, second innings, nothing. Uh,
That
but
30,
the
that
point
30
is,
is not televised. That 30 was a very chancy knock, and there were many misses in that knock. A couple of sixes came. It was sweetly timed, but apart from that, it was a very chancy knock, and he was flogging blindly.
you don't play red ball cricket like this and get to whatever. Devashish Sen, coming back to the Pakistan angle, do you think Pakistan is kind of taking its chances a little bit with an Indian at the head of the ICC?
Yeah, I was just having a word with Saeed Hashmi, and just before I joined the live. So what according to Saeed Hashmi, he reckons that what he told me was that a couple of days back the ICC delegation did inspect the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore, and they were satisfied, but they also did say that they did not meet. They are behind the deadline. So what does it suggest? So clearly, there are still a lot of work to be completed as far as the Gaddafi Stadium is concerned. Yes, the work has expired only in August, and so that is some sort of unprofessional on the part of PCB. But clearly, yeah, ICC might give the nod eventually, because the two matches in the Tri Series are still according to plan. So they are going to be hosted as planned. So, but then ICC is satisfied, but at the same time, they did categorically said that to the PCB that they have missed the deadline, and not once, but at least 3 4 times.
I'll come to Shubhan also on the Pakistan point, but going back to Bengal, the point that Shomik was making. If I say a comment on Ridhiman Saha, it will get amplified that I have an agenda. As far as his cricket is concerned, I have no agenda. He has been a great contributor to Bengal cricket. Make no mistake. But Ridhiman Saha is not keeping wickets in this match. Ridhiman Saha is not. Abhishek Porel is. What is the logic of playing Ridhiman Saha in a match where he's batting? This innings he was batting at 6 or 7 I think. First innings he was batting at number 8. From a very cricketing standpoint, he's not keeping wickets. He's 40 years old. His career is done. He's retired. He doesn't play anything. He hardly sort of plays any other format. Why is Bengal going to persist with somebody? Why not a youngster? Why not a youngster? In the Punjab match, why not a youngster? If you don't blood young people, I don't think Bengal cricket is going anywhere. And I'm just giving an example here. It can be anybody. But the fact of the matter is Ritik Chatterjee. Ritik Chatterjee has played for Bengal for God knows how many years. Where is the progress? Where is the progress? Tell me. I mean, it's series after season, we see Bengal struggling. We see Bengal batting struggling. As Shubhan said, Abhishek Porel's match, I first innings I did not see, so that's why I did not know. But 31, if it's with that many chances, Abhishek Porel has to play a far better innings in red ball cricket. But is he even keen on red ball cricket? So Bengal, Snehashish Ganguly was a gritty batter himself. As president, it is his job now to plan this. You cannot have a Ranji Trophy side which season after season disappoints the senior team. The women's team is doing very well. Why is it that the Bengal team, senior men's team, disappoints season after season after season? I think there is a serious question that needs to be asked there. Anyway, coming back to the Pakistan point, Devashish makes a strong point there. Shubhain, what is your update before I go to Bharat? There are many questions also coming. Do you have an update where the Gaddafi Stadium is? Have you been speaking to sources? What is happening there as far as Pakistan is concerned?
It is very tight, Boria. People are saying it will be ready by 31st of January, but I seriously doubt whether it will be completely ready by 31st. Yes, by the time Champions Trophy starts, it will be ready, and we all know that. But looking at the construction, I was speaking to a reporter there who was there at the Gaddafi Stadium. He also said the same thing that भाई बहुत मुश्किल लग रहा है. Honest, he can't write it, he can't say it because of obvious reason, but whatever chat we had, he said it is looking very very difficult that we'll be able to hand over the stadium by 31st of January. Maybe some part of stadium, but not completely. They can't hand it over completely because the main gallery area, the VIP section, the entrance of the Gaddafi Stadium is yet to be completed, and it will take some time, at least 10 more days to get completely done.
So 10 more days means we are going nearly up to February 5th or 6th. That is what we are going to get. Hopefully, if they are saying that, add 10 more days. Because all of us have seen construction. We are actually pushing this way too close to the February 20th start date of the 19th start date of that tournament. So this is getting tricky. I'm sure the ICC will have to monitor 24 by 7, but this is getting genuinely tricky. By the way, tomorrow we will put out an interview by Shubhan of Anshul Kamboj, a detailed video interview. Good one, Shubhan, and he will write it as well. So watch it or read it on our website and watch it on our English and Hindi platforms. Anshul has a great future. Maybe in the England series, you will see him in the Indian team as well. All of us know what he did at the Ranji Trophy level, has been a shining star in this particular season. So that interview will come your way. Will come your way tomorrow. Coming back, Bharat Ramraj, this whole stadium mess that we are seeing in Pakistan at the moment, and time and again the deadline has been pushed back. ICC more time, this that. What is the end result? What is the end result? The question that I asked Devashish: will Pakistan eventually pay for its tardiness, or because it's an Indian at the helm of affairs, they'll get away saying, "Arey, there is a conspiracy theory against us"? Your thoughts, Bharat Ramraj? To push a deadline as close to maybe a 10-day gap before a tournament starts is really pushing the boundaries.
Boria,
Yeah,
before Bharat starts, can I leave now because there's a breaking for Hindi. We have to do the Hindi breaking as well. Thank you. Yes, Bharat, please.
yeah. Logically, I guess they shouldn't get away. There should be some kind of penalty. I don't know because they're pushing it too far here. So, but I guess ICC will give them some leeway, and finally they will somehow avoid, and somehow they will wade through this. But in my opinion, at least in the future, when ICC thinks of giving events to various countries, they should think twice whether Pakistan should be considered in that or not. Because this time around, looking at some of the photos, it felt like they have not even completed 50% of the construction. That's about, I'm not talking about now, maybe a couple of weeks ago, it felt like that. So obviously, logically, it would mean ICC should take some kind of, should there should be some punishment for BCB the way they have gone about the things. Uh, but in the final analysis, I guess they will somehow complete it just before the tournament starts, just like how it used to happen even with India, like say Commonwealth Games. Somehow at the right moment, everything came and fell in place, and that's what Pakistan, I guess, are hoping for, and maybe they will somehow navigate through this particular tricky phase.
So, Shomik, this Jugar culture that Bharat is talking about India and Pakistan, this is an age-old system. I mean, wedding last moment, some nuts and bolts are being put there. But this is not how things are done. I mean, India did it in 2010. It was an international embarrassment. Make no mistake, it was an international embarrassment for India, and there are no qualms about it. That we made a mess of the whole Commonwealth Games. The games went superbly well, but the build-up was nonsense. Same here with Pakistan. Do you think there will be some repercussion? There'll be some reportage because international press has been quite silent, and the assumption is, "Arey, it's Pakistan, yaar, wo to karenge." This is the kind of assumption. Pakistan, though, how will it be done in Pakistan? Where do you stand on this, Shomi? The assumption is Pakistan is there to make a mess of it, and the world will have to carry Pakistan like a child.
Yeah, it's like that only. I mean, ये तो पाकिस्तान है ऐसा ही होगा. So that is a sort of an accepted fact. As it's basically this part of the world we specialize in that this jugaad culture. I mean, you spoke about the 2020 2010 Commonwealth Games. Something similar happened at the Youth World Cup, Youth FIFA Under 17 Football World Cup also. And I remember attending a press conference where the tournament director came and the first and told us that the first thing when I came here, I was told that sab jugaad ho jayega, and he said that in Hindi, sab jugaad ho jayega. So this is part of the this is part of the subcontinent culture. Cricket is a different thing in India because cricket is a case in isolation. Indian cricket is completely first world. India can India can organize a World Cup in 5 months' notice. I mean, like England can organize a football World Cup in 5 months' notice. So it is like that. But apart from that, this is Pakistan. Everybody knows in the ICC that we have to babysit them, we have to carry them. There would be problems. There would be excuses, a plethora of excuses. There would they would work like a wine bag, but that's the way it is. 1996, they jointly hosted the World Cup. After that, they didn't host anything. This Champions Trophy was given, and as I already mentioned, one of their former players is livid for the fact that Pakistan knew that they would be hosting this tournament for 4 years now. But only in August 2024, the work gathered pace. So this is the sort of culture they revel in, and I mean, going ahead, they are not going to host any other global event except for a women's ICC event they would be hosting in 2028.
Devashish, it's quite bizarre, no? I mean, the standards, had this been India, imagine what kind of criticism would have happened. Because it's Pakistan, the assumption is, अरे ये तो कर नहीं पाएंगे, इनको तो थोड़ा देख लेते हैं, ये तो बच्चे लोग हैं, इनके पास तो कुछ है नहीं, ये तो कुछ ने होस्ट नहीं किया है, एटलीस्ट ब्लास्ट नहीं हो रहा है. Imagine the standard there, yeah? I mean, quite stunning. To 5th February, you are talking about 14 days before the tournament starts and your stadium is not ready. Imagine ICC, it's 3 weeks all said and done. It's 3 weeks left for the Champions Trophy only, and we are talking about. So when will there be a recce? Will there be a proper game in the outfield? Will we know how the outfield is? Will we know how the stadium construction is? Will we ever know how the basic fan enclosure for the common man is, or will we only be shown the VIP enclosure that, oh look, this is the part that we have done? I mean, there are these some Pakistani YouTubers who are these jokers who just go and show that one enclosure where there are seats, and behind them, if you see from a distance, the whole damn thing is empty. So it's bizarre to see these photographs and these videos and then think, Arey, what is happening? Why can't you get your act in order if you have tried to, host a tournament which was given several years back? This is very problematic. Devashish, then, from a standpoint of world cricket, this is the second most important tournament. Forget Pakistan. Think about it as an independent venue. This is quite disheartening.
I think ICC should have done away with Pakistan, Lahore hosting any match in the Champions Trophy. Straight away when they saw just a few months back in when they sent a delegation, they should have realized that this work shouldn't be completed rather than going by the words of the PCB, because it's clearly. I was just going through a report in ESPN. There was a detailed report as to what are the works that was still pending, and it was very concerning to look going through the report. Anyone can go and have a look. Means that the report by Daniel Rasul. I was just going through that report, and it
It's a
was very
brilliant report by Daniel.
brilliant. Every minute details mentioned in that report. So
Report.
it is something
Brilliant
very
report. This is
concerning.
by Daniel.
Yes, exactly. So and leave aside the YouTubers, Pakistani YouTubers. Even the PCB also shared a video of the PCB saying that the stadium will be ready on time. And along with that, they had sent a long detail as to what are the work that has gone through, blah blah blah. But believe me, if you go through that report in ESPN, you can actually say that yes, it is going to be they have a lot of work to do before the actual handover is scheduled. That is on January 31st. I think they won't meet that deadline, as rightly said by ICC delegation. Yes, they are satisfied with the work that has been going on, but they reckon that the PCB is definitely behind the deadline. Boryada.
And
Sixers
Devashish,
update,
in that
latest.
report,
Yeah.
Daniel has also mentioned how getting to the Gaddafi Stadium at the moment is a challenge with the heaps of
Yes.
cement, with the heaps of cement assembled and everything. I mean, the construction material and everything. How getting to the stadium is a challenge at the moment.
This is very disappointing, Bharat. This is very disappointing. And you know, from a standpoint of a sport, you're talking about a global tournament, and we can't say anything because then we will be told we are conspiracy theory experts, Bharat Ramraj. Unfortunately, this is a global tournament, Jai Shah's first tournament. Now, if this tournament goes wrong, who are you going to blame? Not Pakistan, but Jai Shah. He's the head of the ICC. It is the buck stops with him. It is his first tournament as the ICC chairman. This is not an easy thing. You're calling it a global tournament. You can't make a mess of this like this that Pakistan is doing, Bharat. It's disappointing as a sports fan.
Yeah, I guess finally ICC themselves have to take some kind of action if this keeps going on, because I understand maybe Pakistan PCB are trying to take a little bit of advantage because an Indian is at the helm of affairs. Maybe they're thinking on the lines that he might give a little bit of leeway, but finally the buck stops with the ICC. So here, Jaisha, someone has to take a little bit of action if this keeps continuing. Looks like the Pakistan are believing that somehow as I noted, everything will happen at the right moment, just a day or two before the event starts. But it is quite embarrassing as an outsider looking at what is happening across the borders. It's quite embarrassing to see that uh, even maybe not even 50%, maybe just over 50% or whatever it is of construction has been completed. For cricket in general, this is quite embarrassing.
Bharat, question for you. Will KL Rahul play on the 30th? He has asked this question 222
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, I had talked with, I even wrote a copy on it. I talked with their administrators, the KSC administrators. The only thing they said was there's a chance of him playing the second match. He didn't give me any guarantee that he will play, but he said there's a decent chance of him playing. I will keep updating on it. Tomorrow again, I will contact.
Last question of the show to Devashish Sen. Why are we not calling the Champions Trophy the Construction Trophy?
What can I say? Yes, we should call. We should. What to say? It's a fan's perspective, but as a part of India, we cannot say it's a construction trophy. I think Pakistan will definitely means ICC will definitely go ahead with the Champions Trophy because it's too late now. Because irrespective of meeting the deadline or not, Gaddafi Stadium will host the matches of the Champions Trophy. As Shomikta mentioned in the press release sent by PCB that the two tri-series matches will go ahead as scheduled. Yes, the fact that the New Zealand team will be training under the lights on 6 itself says that the stadium won't be ready by 5th. So it's only the 5th that the stadium will be ready. So that itself is everything is said in the press release. The New Zealand team will only get to train under the lights on 5th, and the match is on the 6th. So clearly, the match is on the 8th, I think. Somita is on the 8th, right? So I think that's
No,
clearly
the match is on the 8th. 6th is the first training at Gaddafi under lights,
first training.
and they are
So
at the same place.
clearly,
And they at the same press release, they are claiming that all new sets of LED lights have been installed. Where are those LED lights? The consignment only came 10 days back.
Okay, my concluding comment, I just hope those lights stay on when New Zealand practices and they don't go off. Suppose they go off in the middle of the training, the jury is out. Then we will send Bharat Ramraj as match referee. That's the only thing we can contribute from here. God save Pakistan. Bharat, good to see you smile. But and if we criticize or if we complain or if we say these points, we will be told we are conspiracy theorists. Bloody hell. Devashish Sen, Bharat Ramraj, Shomik Chakraborty, Shubhan Chakraborty who joined us. Thank you very much, folks, for watching. 6:30 p.m. we will do our pre-match, and then post-match, all of us will join back. All of us will join back for the post-match, for the match India versus England. The moment the match ends, Devashish, Shomik, Bharat, and me, all of us will join back for a post-match review at 6:30 p.m. with the pre-match. Shubhan and Rohit will do the pre-match for us today. Devashish, Shomik, more than welcome to join that as well. But post-match, I will host myself, and all of us will join back for that particular match. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. You just at times feel what is going on in world sport. Madison Keys will say it is great. It is great beating Sabalenka. What an incredible win for her, for Madison Keys. But as far as Pakistan is concerned, they never cease to amaze me. On that note, thank you very much, everyone, for watching.